Close your eyes. Just feel whatever is happening at your belly, and also be aware of all the sounds. Don't focus. Now open your eyes. Ask your question.
Which question, Swami?
Are you a complete? You were asking yourself, you should remember. Why should I remember?
Yeah, I think I recall. Just a minute, Swami.
You're talking about that
Oh, the porn star, right?
sex.
Okay. Okay. So that day I have sent Swami the name of an Italian porn star. His name is Rocco something. So
What you said? Send.
I sent
Send. Send.
I sent I sent
Send.
sent
Send to whom?
sent to you, Swami. You remember?
Okay.
I
Okay.
told you the Italian porn
Okay.
star.
Okay.
Then at first I was just watching his movie series on Netflix, and as I at first I was just looking for the sex scene in the Netflix movie. I wasn't looking for the story. So I found this on Netflix there's this super sex series, so I just watch it. So towards the end of the series there was one part which whatever he said has touched my heart. So I started to go Google and search.
What he said.
He said that love, because in that scene he was having sex with a woman, and it was the first time, because he has always been a porn star. He has always done sex just for the pleasure, but that was the first time he was doing
Pleasure or money?
pleasure and money.
What is pleasure? Primary is money.
Yeah, primary is money.
That is his profession.
Yeah. So at
Mm.
that scene, he actually it was the first time he was having sex for a woman and having
If it is just for pleasure, then he should not take money.
Oh yeah, correct.
What
So
we are talking.
there
Mm.
was a scene he was having sex with a woman, but that was the first time he has like feelings of love for someone. Then in that
Mm.
scene he said that love is a very powerful thing. It can destroy you. So after that
Mm.
scene he actually broke off with that woman because he feels that he cannot give her happiness, so he broke off with her. So after
He
that
cannot give her happiness.
like because he's a porn
Why?
star, he feel he's a porn
Mm.
star, and like he may not
He is doing PR for himself,
he's doing.
trying to teach love
So
and
actually at that time
not ready to sacrifice anything. So it's all bogus.
so at that point I went online to search
If
for.
love was greater than his desire for money, then he could have given up. So what he's saying, it can destroy you, love.
He said love is so powerful it can destroy you.
So for him, he want not to be destroyed. He just want to earn money. So he was a porn star. He is a porn star, and he will remain a porn star. Okay.
So,
If love is so powerful, if he has really experienced love, then how can he remain a porn star? So he is trying to run away from it because for him money is more important. Love is not at all important. And when you are just seeking pleasure from a woman, you are not in love. You are just masturbating on the woman that you could do on your own. What is the need for the woman? You are making her, reducing her into an object, a commodity.
then
So,
I started to look for his like who is he, because I don't know, I only watch him on Netflix. So I started to look who is this person. Then he's a real person.
you want to do a porn movie with him or what? So much interest.
No, sorry. So, and then I read something about him, and then when I read his interview, I found that he's very honest. He's not hiding anything. He said
What honest?
honest
What
means,
is honesty?
means that he's very direct. He said that he because when he was young, I think he's something like he needed the money, so he decided to become a porn star. After he
Just
saw
wait.
So he said that he after the first time he saw a porn magazine, he decided to become a porn star because of the money. And then he said that if he can have money while having fun, he's like cannot believe there's such a job. But I think the price he paid for that is after he got married.
He can have, just wait. So that shows he is a superficial person. For him, life is just money and fun, nothing beyond it. And what kind of, that shows how unintelligent people like you are. A man who is reducing woman into a commodity, a man who is disrespecting women to such an extent where he is making her into prostitute and he is having a fun in it. He is earning money by disrespecting a woman to such an extent. He's a third-rate man, that's all. And you are impressed by him. That shows something of third rate is in you also. And the third rate thing within you has an appeal for that kind of third rate person. Any sane person, how can a sane person can feel respect for a porn star? Just wait. Now you say what you were saying. Your what about him? Or you can say what you were saying about you.
Yeah, because I thought that he's being very honest. The kind
what
of
honest? What is this? Is honesty? This is you are using a woman as a sex toy. What that is called? Sex toy. What is the word? What is the
vibrator?
No, vibrator is not sex toy for them. Just like the woman which are they called sex toy or something else?
I don't know for men what is it called.
Are you a complete stupid person? The plastic woman or whatever woman which is available, you can use her for sex. What is it? Whatever sex doll. So he's using a real woman, a live woman, as a as a for as a sex doll, and you are such a brainwashed asshole that you are respecting that kind of third-rate person. He is doing it every day. If he is a porn star, hundreds of women he must have destroyed. Women can do if they want, they can do, but when you are doing it, you are responsible. Why should I be responsible for such thing? That shows this man is of the lowest possible consciousness. He is even worse than animals, and you are respecting this man. That shows you are so full of junk, full of garbage, which you have acquired from all your environment, your food, your Western, raising these Western assholes. A man who is a prostitute himself, what kind of honesty that person has? If he was really moving away from it, he is going away from it, that woman was enough. If he felt love for that woman, he should have given up that. But for his greed for money is such that he cannot work in any other, he knows nothing, he has no creativity other than that. Otherwise, if two people are in love, really in love, they can help each other to survive to some. It can be, the love is there. Love is such a power. You can manage somehow. He's not at all interested in love. Then, what more?
I think finish already, Swami.
No, don't finish. You have to speak. Otherwise, you will not understand your own mind, which is full of junk food.
Okay.
Then,
So actually that day after I read his interview, I felt he was honest. The reason was because he was directly saying he's doing it for money, and he feel that
he is doing it for money. What is honesty? Even if he is not saying, anyone who has even little bit of intelligence will understand. He is not only doing it for money. He is being so cruel. He is being so insensitive. You're born out of a woman. All women are basically mother. You must have even desired to make your mother sleep with you. Must have been this kind of desire for your mother, for your sister, because these people are just of the lowest kind of consciousness. And idiots respect these kind of people. Man is an active sex. So he has more problem about it. Woman is a passive sex. We used to have in ancient time in India also female prostitutes type. But they were not forced if they wanted. But there has never been male prostitutes. Because if you don't distort their natural state, if you don't make them pervert, women will not be interested in male prostitutes. And only those male who don't get love are interested in this kind of thing. Because love is missing in our life, so we are seeking one night stand. If there is love, if someone is really loving you and you are sensitive, you will not seek all these things. It shows you are a person of very low intelligence. What is pleasure in it? Pleasure is only it is just momentary pleasure. When you are, even if one partner you are not in tune with and you change partners, But the center of that should be love. The center of that should be, if are you in this experience, are you in any way becoming more conscious, more loving or not? Otherwise, it is just a mechanical act, just a physical act, which will lead you nowhere. It is, you are caught in the vicious circle. You're moving round and round, going nowhere, reaching nowhere. So, what was his honesty?
Oh, I felt he's honestly because I felt he didn't hide anything. He just say whatever is his.
What he didn't hide? What is there to hide? He is already at the lowest kind of person. He has no personal life. It is all public. So what is there to hide? People hide, only those people hide something. Those who have to wear mask. They have an image of themselves. They want to protect that image. Inside maybe there may be demons. There may be rapists inside. But they have to show because they are respectable people. They have a respect. They have some regard. They are regarded as someone great. They are holding some position. People respect them. So they have to wear masks. They have also their what do you call it? Back doors. Their front door is very decorated, but their back door is very ugly. Because our whole society is hypocritical. They are also as ugly, but these people they are respected in society, so they have to protect, preserve their image. But this man is not at all respected, so he can reveal everything. There's no danger in it. He already everyone knows that he is lowest kind of person. So what will there is going to be no harm. In fact what he is doing will give him some respect. He's talking about love. Love can destroy you. Now people like you, gullible people like you can be impressed. Maybe he experienced something, little bit of glimpse of love, but he's running away from it. That shows he is a coward. He has no guts. And then you are saying that he's saying he's honest, he's not hiding anything. What is there to hide? Already people must be considering him as the lowest kind of person. So what he's saying is whatever is inside, he can reveal very easily because he is already an animal. He's just an animal. So what is there if he is saying things? Now because he is saying whatever is in his mind, you are respecting him. So he is gaining. He is not losing anything. But a person who is respectable in society, a person who is regarded as, maybe is regarded as a saint, maybe is regarded as a very moral man. And if he starts revealing what is going on inside his head, if he start telling everything, what kind of dream comes to him, what goes on inside his head, all his respect will disappear. So he will have to hide it because we don't respect honesty. In our society, hypocrisy is respected. Everyone wants to be a saint. So all those people who are like your film stars, those whom you consider as your idols, they're showing their good face, but they're not showing all the garbage that is within them. What more?
I feel you answered everything already, Swami.
No, you were saying that He is more honest than the priest and the
I felt he's
mullahs.
a okay. I felt he's a better person than the priest and the mullah because I feel he's not pretending. That's what I felt.
He is not a better person, but maybe you can say he is a better person. Because whatever destruction he is doing is comparatively very less, very little compared to what they do. Because most of the priests and mullahs, they know that what they are dealing in, they themselves have no faith in it. But because they have given you the greed of heaven and fear of hell, so they can exploit you very easily. They are not believing in it because they are experts. They know everything. In Hindi, there is a saying that there was a great Urdu poet, Ghalib. He said, हमें मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल को बहलाने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है. That means I know the reality of this paradise. But just to entertain the heart, this is a good idea. I know that there is nothing like heaven. But but it keeps you occupied. You know that you are living a third-rate life. There is nothing in your life. But if someone is giving you this dream world, giving you this idea that if you do this, if you kill kafirs, you will go to heaven and you will get, or you will be rewarded by Allah. Because Allah wants you to sin. He is very angry if you are not sinning. Only when you will sin, He will pardon you. And He will provide you with all the great luxury in heaven, women and wine and gilmi, homosexual, you will be provided with all those things. But nothing for women. Woman can be just a manager. The wife here, she will provide all these hoods, all these heavenly prostitutes to you. She will manage who will go to you. This is all stupidity. So that's why there are some intelligent women here who says that here also we had only one ugly husband, and there also we are just a manager. If they are getting 72 hoods, we should also get. So Mullah knows that whatever he is dealing in, there is nothing like that. There is no Allah, there is no prophet there. It's all airy-fairy, it's all imagination. He knows very well that it is all just story. So he has to be is the greatest, ugliest person possible. Because he is the person whom they idolize. That person was also doing only raping, murdering, what he was doing. So when your very master was like that, your guru was like that, you will be even worse than him. So that's why you cannot even imagine. Whenever they get opportunity, I was just listening to someone has written a book. He talked to, I think, that woman that in one night when this happened last time in 2002 or somewhere in Bangladesh, whenever the government is change, then they do it more. So one girl, because she was just a teenager, and she was a polling officer or something. I don't know how they can make a teenager into a polling officer. But it may be happening because these countries are like kangaroo republic. So she was supporter of Awami League, the party of this woman. What is her name? Sheikh Hasina. You should remember a few things. You are just like a dumb potato. Now I told her name so many times. Her name is Sheikh Hasina. So she was a supporter of that party. But when Awami League was defeated in the election, then these men came to her. They had to take the revenge. So in one night, how many people raped her? She was just a teenager. But after some time, she could not feel all those things. Only there was pain, nothing else. Now you think these people those who are inspiring you to do such thing, they are human beings. They are far worse than monsters. In our Hindu scriptures, you will not find even Rakshas are like that. Now it is again happening, the same kind of thing. And this third-rate asshole, Achar Bakwas, he is saying 5 people have died. That's why I say these kind of people should be beaten. He knows everything. But because he is getting the money, he is himself a slave. He calls himself a spiritual person. But when you have sold your soul, what kind of spiritual person you are? I was seeing videos yesterday. Because there are so many, because Hindus are more talented than these assholes. So they were in many colleges, they are principals, they are professors, they have good posts there. But their number is not that big, but still they don't want any. So what they are doing is that they are going in big numbers. And they are forcing them to resign. I saw one video where the person was told to resign. He just wrote, and then they started beating him, all of them. I feel that these are the greatest coward possible. Some people have illusion that they are brave people. They are the greatest coward. Because a brave man never walks in group. The brave man is never in crowd. Whatever he has to do, he does it himself. When you are beating one helpless man, 20, 30 people, any man who has any sense of dignity cannot do such thing. Even if the people are beating that person and you cannot save him, you will just remain away from these kind of things. Or you will at least try to say, well, what you are doing is ugliest possible thing. They are so full of, they are boiling inside, and who has made them like this? It is the mullahs. Because they know that only when you create hatred among people, your business will thrive. Only when you create distance among people, your business will thrive. So today I was listening that one person, he has a YouTube channel. He was saying that he talked with many of the Bangladeshi, they risk their life to talk. And then he was saying that some of the people who had to resign, and then they are being threatened that if you want to remain in Bangladesh, then you have to give, I forgot the exact amount, 100,000 or 150,000 rupees per month. Now a lecturer or professor, if he has already resigned, from where he will manage that much money? But idiots like you don't feel for anyone. And people call yourself meditators. When the feeling is not there, where is meditation? When your heart cannot throb, when you cannot empathize what is happening to others, that means you are a dead person. You are insensitive. You call it emotional blockage, what I call maturity blocker. Huh? All these people who call themselves Osho sannyasin, they are doing their all kind of monkey dancing. But when you cannot feel, and especially the Hindus all around in India, for 5 days, 6 days, they made some noise. Now they're silent. What it makes difference to them? But the fire is reaching to you. They are already planning how to. And the person who has revealed everything about Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, all that, what kind of ugly people these people are. He was saying what is going to happen in India will be far worse than what happened to Bangladesh. And I agree with him. Because here, all these monsters from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, they will all enter. Because this is a place where they will find real food, so many women to rape, so many wealth to conquer. That's why I feel that if Modi wants to be very democratic, he wants to do things in a very proper way. I was just listening to before election, he was saying, I am just tolerating everything. They are throwing mud on me. In these 25 years or something, I've not done a single wrong things. But still they call me dictator or whatever. But why you are so careful about your image? When you are dealing with demons, democracy won't work. Otherwise, it will become too late. Those people, whether it is America or whatever country, all the European countries, if they want to do all these bloodshed in India, to remove Modi, then this is the need of the hour. You should teach them a good lesson. Whether everyone dies, it is better to die a dignified death. That person was saying that. So they're saying that you will have to give 100,000 or even more every month if you want to stay in Bangladesh. But how long they can manage? So then they will have, and they are burning their houses, so they will have nothing. Then you are on street, you have to beg even for food. Then they will force you to convert. People who are already poor, they will be forced to convert quickly. But those who have some power and money, they will bring their life to such a bad state that they will have no other chance other than to convert. But this has been happening so many times. That's why I said the Hindus are most idiotic people. They can't see what is going to happen to them. And when I'm talking like this, I'm not talking like a Hindu, but I'm talking just like a human being. I'm not that kind of, I don't believe in that kind of humanism and what human right, all these hypocrites say. These American assholes, these Western assholes, they never say about human rights of minorities, especially Hindus in Pakistan and Bangladesh. For them, it is all political game. They have nothing to do with human rights. Whatever service they are doing, even their Mother Teresa was a monster. She was just converting people. She was not doing anything good. It is all just created. They're experts in creating narratives. And idiots believe. Because when your head is full of cow dung or bullshit, you cannot use your intelligence for anything. Whatever is served to you, you will believe in that. So even all these priests, whether he is from Christian religion. Because even Christianity is total hypocrisy. They say Jesus said love is God. But they have been just killing, butchering people in the name of love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Where the neighbors are? Where they have any respect for India? They have been doing all these things. They were conquering all these countries because those people were comparatively far innocent. They thought that no one can do things like that. But at least now they should learn lesson. How long it takes you to learn things? They will never change. They are just wearing coats and tie, but they are inside chimpanzees still. Whenever you see anyone American, see the chimpanzees inside. All these American president, you will see chimpanzees. I can see always. I was always seeing chimpanzee within them. But I don't know why people say something good in them. And same is the case with Xi pig, Xi pig. He is also third-rate man. But when we respect these third-rate people, then we are responsible for this kind of world. Only priest in Hindu religion or in Buddhism can be a good person. Because if you love Buddha, if you love Krishna, I will say now Krishna because Krishna they say, so I will not say. If you love Buddha, if you love Krishna, even if you love, your life will start changing to some extent. It may not be your experience. You may not have known what they have known. But if you love them, they are so high. Even now, after so many thousands of years, to imagine a person like Buddha existed. And if you see these people, then he is from another planet. He doesn't belong to this planet. Such was his compassion. It was not like people who are greedy for enlightenment. He was not like that. He had all the pleasures. He had everything, nothing to. People who don't have anything, they want to be enlightened. He had everything, the best of this world. But when he saw an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a sannyasi, his whole life was transformed. He said that this is going to happen to me. This is going to happen to my father and mother. They will become sick. They will become old. They will die. Then he was going to inaugurate a youth festival. He told his charioteer, return back. He said, you have to inaugurate youth festival. People are waiting there. He said, now youth festivals are all over. I'm already dead. I've already become old. When old age is going to come, he was so intelligent he could see. He was 29 years of age. He could see that life is only half of the life is already finished. And when he saw the dead body, he said that this is going to happen to me. And what is the need to waste your time in stupid things? When I'm going to die, I should do what is needed to do first. Then he saw the sannyasi and he said, what kind of person this is? Because his father has prevented him from all these things. So he said, what kind of person this is? He said that this man has seen the futility of life. He has realized that this life is just like a dream. What Shankaracharya said, that your life is just like a dewdrop in the early morning leaf. How long it will last? It is a fleeting thing. So he's realized the changing life. Life is each moment it is things are changing. Nothing remains same. Every moment you are dying, every moment you are growing old, every moment sickness and diseases are surrounding you. So he is dedicating his whole life, his whole energy towards the search of truth. Then Buddha said, I will be like him, this man. This was the clarity of the man. He had never seen dead body before. He had never seen an old man before. Never seen a sick man before. One experience and he was, that is the purity. Otherwise people are just greedy. I want to be enlightened. How can you be enlightened? You are a third-rate man. You are impressed by a porn star. I am not telling you. I am telling to the whole world. The whole world is impressed by such people. You are impressed by a monkey called Michael Jackson. You are impressed by a donkey called Elvis Presley or Madonna or whatever their name. You are crazy about these people. So you will become crazy. If you follow a mad person, you will become a mad person. What was the name of that woman? The other video which I sent you? She is also famous.
Tina Turner.
Tina is a very in Hindi, teen is a very, what is it? In English, what do you call it? Like steel and iron are good material, but tin is a very bad material. What it is called? Like some of the things in which you get packaged food, what it is called in English?
Aluminium, is it?
No, it is even cheaper than aluminium, I think. Something which is third rate. So even her name is like that. Their names are such that shows their very being. Obama in Hindi, in Sanskrit means owl. So he must be an owl. And the wife of Bush, her name was Laura Bush. Laura in Hindi means creek, tennis. When you have such name, I don't know from where this name comes. So there is a possibility if someone is sitting in a temple and he really loves Krishna or Krishna. But Krishna is not just in English, Krishna is in Sanskrit also. So I can say Krishna also. And if he loves Rama or if he loves Buddha, his life will change, because when you are idolizing a real person, a genuine person, an authentic person, an evolved person, such an evolved person, then your life will slowly change. But if you are following a monkey called Michael Jackson, then you will become a donkey. If you are following a monkey, you will be lower than that. Those who are lovers of Michael Jackson, those who are fan of Michael Jackson, they will not like whatever I'm saying. But fan is there. Fan means he has no individuality of himself. He is just moving round and round around someone. The very word is like this. I think that's how they may have invented this word. I was just hearing yesterday about, I had heard it, but I just got it yesterday. In Arabic or some Muslim language, I don't know whether it's Arabic or maybe Arabic or Persian, they call Negroes Habsi. For Negro, there is a word Habsi. And there is a word in, well, I don't know whether it is Arabic or Persian or Urdu. For lust, the word is Habas. So maybe Negroes are very lustful. But the whole Islamic world is just Habsi. They're full of lust. They don't know how to respect women. And when you associate with such people who can have sex with their mother, with their sister, you are also a criminal. I used to have my best friends were all Muslims mostly, but now I've realized what kind of people these people are. They are very good in hiding things. They talk very good things as long as they are not powerful enough. They will talk much about democracy, human right, freedom, constitution, but in their head there is only monstrosity. This is called al-taqiyya. As long as you are weak, play the game of deception. I don't believe in these people anymore at all, because Osho has also said somewhere that if Muhammad had not happened, their life would have been even there. It was life was just to maybe attract Muslims. He said all those things. If he had not happened, their life would have been. Their life was so. That is how they say that women, the people in Arab at that time, they were killing their daughters. They were so immoral. But the reality is that people were very good. Before Islam came, they were far better. They were respecting women. They were far more liberal and tolerant. Even the woman whom Muhammad married, she was a big businesswoman, and Muhammad was just her servant. As long she was alive, Muhammad didn't marry anyone else. He must have been very afraid, because he was a parasite. He was eating her money. So how can you? The moment she died, he started all his repression started coming. He married many women who were older than him. They were already married, or he raped many women. He married some prostitute. He married some younger women. He married some very, very young women. And when you consider such man as prophet, you are also just seeking profit. You are just interested in power and women, because Islam is providing you all those things. So all these kind of people are attracted, and most of the people are like that. They are just there. The whole life is just seeking pleasure. They don't know anything beyond it. Was there anything more in that? Whatever you were asked?
No more, Swami. Very clear.
What is very clear?
Everything very clear, Swami.
Mm. I was always feeling that this woman, this doctor woman, was being raped in such a brutal way. There must be Muslims involved in that. Now, though almost 5-6 people, they are doctors, and there is one woman also. Perhaps they have all escaped to Bangladesh or some other place. They are all, one man is Hindu among them, and all other are Muslim. And the way they have dealt with her is just unimaginable. You know what is pelvis griddle?
I know pelvis. I don't know pelvis riddle.
Griddle.
Riddle.
That is the bone of the pelvis, and that bone in women is strongest. That is considered. I was hearing to a doctor in the morning. That is considered as the strongest bone, especially in women, because she has to carry the children there. So that bone is very strong. Her bone was. They made it into 90 degrees, and her bone was totally destroyed. That, and even her hip bone was destroyed because they moved her leg like this. And so many other bones have been destroyed. So there is one woman. Her name is Nazia Ilahi or whatever. I'm go on forgetting name. She's a Muslim, but she's quite very brave woman. She was saying that when she wanted to protest, she wanted to say something, her jawbone was destroyed. When she wanted to, when she was looking at them with anger, then they put her specs inside. They broke it inside, and it was her specs. From inside her eyes, tears, blood was coming. So whatever she tried to protest, like she wanted to run away, then her legs was broken, her waist bones were destroyed, her fingers were snapped. So there were about 16 external injury and 9 internal. Even her inside things many of the things were totally destroyed before she died. And even after her death, rape continued. This is the great contribution of the peaceful religion to the world. But when you are not protesting against these things, then you are also part of the crime. The way it is happening in all the European countries, now they are becoming little alert, but I don't know whether they will be able to deal with them or not, because their greatest power is their number. They go on increasing the number, and they are all criminals. So you cannot, any sane person cannot fight with brutes. So the only way to deal with these people is using machines. If you offer milk to these snakes and you think they will treat you well, cooperation of all, development of all, sabka saath, sabka vikas, they are not interested in the development growth. They are interested in destroying you so that they can reach to the heaven. If you go into the cage of lion and try to handshake with them, even lion may understand, but these people are not going to understand. Animals they understand well. If you have taken care of them while they were young or very helpless when they were young, they never forget it. That shows that in nature, if you follow the nature, you cannot become so low. But if you are following something airy-fairy, which has nothing to do with life, which is not in tune with life, not in tune with Rit, with Tao, with Dham, with Logo, you have not gone inside, you don't know the life is interconnected. Then this kind of religion will be born, which is just man-made. All imaginary, all airy-fairy, all just blind belief. So if in 1400 years no change has happened, no change can happen, because there is no possibility of change in there, because everything is written in their scriptures, their very religious book. You cannot love the kafir, you have to kill them. So if they believe in that thing, how they are going to treat you well? Why you are so? What is happening inside you?
Just
You want to again use the emotional blocker?
no.
Huh?
Just listening, Swami. Listening.
What listening? What you are listening?
Listening to whatever
Yesterday
you're
also you were just impressed by someone. They're just why can't you just trust yourself? Why you have to just go on looking at other people and then they are very spiritual? Until and unless something happens within you, you will never know what is knowing yourself. You are just believing. You may have heard me sometime that because Krishna said in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, that when it is night for all the being, then also those who have not known themselves, he calls them Sayyami, they are awake. They are awake, but they are not awake like they're sleepless. They are in rest. When you are not in any way identified with your sense organs, you are not identified with your body, there will be no experience. To experience something, the mechanism of body mind is needed. You are in rest. You are in total oneness. Only when your body has recovered well, your sense organ starts working, you will experience something. Otherwise, you are detached, you are disidentified with your body. So there will be no experience. So how they can remain awake in that? What you're talking is mental awakening. It is not your real nature. Even samadhi is a kind of sleep. You are totally at rest. Nothing is happening, no experience. No effort. If you drink 10 cups of coffee, you won't be able to sleep. So that means you are enlightened. Okay then.
Okay, see you later, Swami.
So you will try making the video now? You take too much rest. Don't take so much rest.
Okay, Swami.
You should become don't behave like a mustache baby. But your responsibility is not just your college work. You are responsible for this whole world.
Okay,
Not you just your university. Its name is university, but there is no universe in that.
Yes, Swami. Yes.
You are getting paid for things. I am not getting no pay for anything.
Yes, yes.
But still, this is our responsibility. This is our world.
Yes.
The whole world is within you. You are the world.
Yes, Swami.
So when your world is healthy and right inside, you will feel yourself responsible to make a healthy world outside also. And you will do whatever you can do. You are not seeking result. Your work is to do. Whether the result comes or not, that is not in your hand. Only greedy people are always looking for the result. I was just listening to one, he's called His Highness Amog, I think His Highness or whatever. He's from ISKCON. Though while he is speaking,
jumps like a monkey, but he says some significant things also. So, and I think he must be having very good job before he dropped everything and joined this Hare Krishna. So he was saying that in 2014, Modi, when he came to power, he wanted to ban these porn sites. Then the Indian so-called liberal and people who are for freedom of expression, their right to see whatever they want to see, they started creating noise. So then some of these porn sites were allowed. Because everyone is watching porn, those who are educated, those who are uneducated. Even you watch. Such as pious soul.
I only watch Netflix movie. I didn't watch porn.
What
It's
Netflix?
only Netflix
When
movie.
they're showing sex in Netflix movie, then
It's actually the most of the series, most of the scenes are stories. There's very little sex scenes
but
of
you
me.
were not seeing such stories. You were seeing moving it fast forward, and you were just seeing.
Only in the
Don't just try to be a very good girl. Everything is there. Once you are spoiled, you are spoiled. The whole society, the whole environment plays the role. Then only meditation can save you, by being a witness to what your mind wants to do. Your mind is already trained. Your mind is already polluted. Wrong things have entered inside. So even when you are watching a porn and you are just being a watcher on the hill, you are being a witness, then that cannot corrupt you. But when the desire has entered into your mind, the seed has gone inside, there is no escape from it. The only way is that when the child is yet a tabula rasa, an empty slate, then you send the child to Gurukul. When he is living in a natural environment, when he is not exposed to such perverted things, he is living in nature. If you are in nature, you cannot be polluted. All these dirty things will not enter into you. And then you are with the master and his wife. They will make a healthy person out of you. Otherwise, when you are already spoiled, when you are living in an environment where all around there is sexual attraction, sexuality is in the air everywhere, where you are lost. You're trying to be here, but the mind is going, thinking also. Stop thinking and just listen.
Yes. Okay, fine.
What you are thinking.
When you're talking about the environment, that was thinking how was
So this
the
is your old
environment
habit.
which
You are never learning. When you are listening, just listen. Only then it becomes meditation. You can think later on. You can play the video again. Then also you don't need to think. Just when you allow things to enter, then it helps you. Otherwise, when you are divided, when you are in a schizophrenic state, you cannot change. You are always thinking. This is a sign of a polluted mind. Just listen. So when sexuality is all around in the air, and you are eating food which is people who have become conscious, people who know what food will have what effect on you. They are not there to help you. Your parents are equally spoiled and perverted. They are providing you with all kind of junk food, all kind of fast garbage kind of food. Then your mind becomes full of garbage. You are eating so much of non-vegetarian food. And so much heat is inside you, you would like to rape a woman. While I was walking on the roof, I remembered, again you are lost in your own thinking.
I'm not
Why
lost,
you are so
Swami.
sick?
You
Why
said-
can't you be here? When I am not calling you, you are missing. And when I am calling, you are lost. What is this?
I'm listening.
Listening, but you are not attentive.
Maybe because yesterday we didn't take a medication, so the brain not
You
functioning
don't
well.
blame other things. Just try to be here. Have some more confidence in yourself. So while I was walking on the roof, I remembered. All Muslims, because they have no signs of spirituality in their book. So if you change their food from non-vegetarian to vegetarian, 90% of all their evil will disappear, perhaps. Not so quickly, but within 10-20 years. New generation will be totally different. But no government anywhere, even in Islamic country, because we are slaves to our tongue. If something looks tasty, when you are killing animals, when you are being violent to animals, you will become violent. Their fear will also enter inside you. The poison which they are releasing will enter inside you. You will become aggressive. When you treat animal in such a violent manner, how you think you will treat human being in a better way? So I remembered my friend, he was, if you compare him with most of the Muslim, he is very gentle. He is you can consider him a gentleman. And he was honest also. And he trusted me, but I am not taking his name. He told me things that he has visited, what it is called, this, where prostitute lives, what the place is called? Brothel. So he has visited brothels in Calcutta, the most famous, Sonagachi. Then in Bombay, I remember, now it is called Mumbai, so I forgot what it is called there. These two, I think, is the most famous in India. Then in other place also. So at least 3 brothel he went. And he is a very gentle man. So if he is going there, then what other Muslims? Because they are imitating their prophet. He was going, so they have to go. And he said to me that he could not there was no arousal, there was no erection, so it didn't happen because the woman said just do it quickly. I have to deal with other people also. You just do quickly. But if you are at one place, you are treated like this, then why you went to two other? Maybe they want to just experience something new. They want to see that environment. When I was young, because in my family also, my brother was eating every day 1 kg of fish and 12 eggs because he was a power lifter. So every day fish was coming. So we will also eat 2 pieces, something like that. For us, 2 pieces. So eggs. And you are exposed to an environment which is sexual all around. So while you are growing, as you start becoming mature. If you are not getting any girl, you want to do anything. So sometime the idea will come, but it will look nauseating to me, because whatever I have brothel and prostitutes I have known were all because of the films. So even the very idea that I will be sleeping with a woman who is sleeping with so many people will look like I will vomit. So never just maybe idea will sometime come when for long time, because we are taught in India also brahmacharya also, but when the environment, celibacy also, because that is regarded in India as the greatest thing when you are celibate. But this is no celibacy. The word is brahmacharya. Brahm is a far deeper word than God. Brahm means that which goes on expanding. It is never static. It is already infinite, but it is becoming even more infinite. It is a very mysterious word, very scientific word also now, because after Einstein he said this universe is constantly expanding. So they came to realize something within them. So brahmacharya means your routine is like the Brahm. If you translate it poorly, your routine is like God. You are living like a God. So it is not just you are not having sex. That is a very small part. Your life is totally transformed. You are not just living with your sex center. Why you look like an asshole? Huh?
I'm sorry, asshole. I'm sorry. I was just listening.
But your mind is divided. Now it is little better. The hole is closed. So and this the idea came, he told me once that he has tested his sweat, tested his urine, tested his shit. I was thinking, because in India there are people who are called aghoris. There is special kind of sadhaks. They will have sex with the dead body also. They can eat anything because they want not to discriminate. But this is a kind of stupidity. So I think he was testing all those things. He was doing rehearsal. He was doing practice. Because it is written in Hadith that when Muhammad will shit, they will rush to take it. They will rush to take his urine, because these were very pious things. And it is written in their book that once they will reach to the ground, they will be transformed into something very fragrant. So, or they will disappear, something like that. That I don't remember exactly. So Maybe he thought that if he meet Muhammad, he will have to taste all those things. So he's practicing already. There is something sick in, and he told me as if he has done something so great, such a courageous act. I didn't say anything, but I thought this is utter stupidity. So I was hearing to this man from ISKCON, Amog. Few things he said was quite good. He said that when Modi did it, he tried to ban this pornography. Then the whole nation was creating hue and cry that it is our freedom. And the man who was caught first that he has raped that woman, he used to watch porn all the time. So when you are watching porn and you are totally unconscious person, you will like to do that kind of things. And there are so many kind of porn. They are very violent porn. They do so many stupid things with children also. So when you are not an integrated person, these things will have a very bad effect. Now he was saying you're doing candle march and all those things. You are saying this is a crime against women, this is this, that. When he was saying few things were half good and half all right, but he was saying that women are different from men. They should not be trained in the same way as men are. Because then their feminine quality, he was not exactly saying these things. I am just trying to interpret what he was saying. And their feminine quality will not manifest if you are trained like a man. You will become a second-hand man, a carbon copy. That has happened in all our educational institutions. So you were saying that those people who want to exploit women, they want to bring the woman out of their home. So they will use terms like, for women who don't go out much, they will say Bahanji. Bahanji is like sister ji. That means this woman is just homely. She has nothing. Then women want to prove themselves, so they will try to go out and then they will try to have so many relationships. But that is what they want. That is their whole trick. Then he said that one of the women in, I think, Manusi Chillar or what, maybe that is her name. She won the Miss World or something from India. So when she was asked the question, which job should get maximum money? So she said the job of mother, because that is the greatest job possible. So he was saying that when sometime husband says to their wife that what you do, you don't do anything, you are just at home, we have to strive, we have to sweat, and you are just... So the woman, when the husband came from office, everything was hodgepodge, dirty, nothing was at its right place. So the man asked, what has happened, everything is so unclean, so untidy. She said that you said if I do nothing, so I've stopped doing. So making a home is a difficult thing. If women were creating home, that will create better children, next generation. But they are running, they are in the rat race. So the old generation, new generation is going to be spoiled. It is natural for men to go outside and work, for female to do something which is more softer. Maybe working from home, what it is called nowadays?
Housewife, working from home.
No. full-time professional for women is not so good, if you are a mother especially. He was saying about his master, Prabhupada, when he went to America. He said that it is easy to get donation in India, but it is quite difficult to get donation in America and Western countries. So he said that when he went there, he had nothing much, but he still used to make food for all those people himself in the beginning. That was called prasad. And because the food was very tasty, so people will come. There were many very famous people who became famous. They used to eat in this ISKCON temple because food was very pure and very good. So that was one of the attraction why so many people are in ISKCON. So in the beginning there was scarcity of things. So there was one of his disciple who was his one of favorite. So she was pregnant, but she had nothing to eat. She came there and then he was going to drink his milk. And when he saw her that she has nothing to eat, he gave his milk to her. And she said that it is for you. You need it more. You need it to drink your medicine. He said, I can drink with water also. You need more. So from then onward, he will every day told them that she should get the milk. And he was saying that he will always write to his female disciples, my dear daughters. So that was very different for Americans, because their women are just treated as sex object. So when Vivekananda also said sisters and brothers of America, and it was coming from within him, they felt that this man is respecting. So once he said that one of his disciple was like raped or something like that. What is the other word for that? Not exactly. Molested. So he said in the media too much. How can you do with my disciples? So when you are when you treat women with respect, and the respect is there, then the other people will also feel afraid to touch your woman, like your. So when you are yourself treating them as sex object, then why other will respect? Huh? And when the woman herself treat herself as an object, then who will respect her? Why anyone will respect? Women are very ready to become a sex object. Huh?